Okay, this isn't one of the things, but Tyler is definitely a Klingon. And sooner or later, he's gonna end up in Lorca's office with the Tribble, and it's gonna give him away just like with Darwin in the original series episode, Trouble with Tribbles.
They don't like you, Mr. Darwin. I wonder why.
We're getting really tired of them dragging this out. Alright, getting to it. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. Star Trek Discovery is back, with probably the best episode so far, and there's more to come. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the best surprises and Easter eggs you might have missed in Season 1, Episode 10, Despite Yourself.
All right, what intel do we have?
Scanning records from the core download.
Number 3, directed by Jonathan Frakes, also known as Commander Riker.
Mind if I join you?
No, sir.
Everyone knows Jonathan Frakes as the actor who played the Next Generation's dashing Commander Will Riker. But ever since the 90s, Frakes has been directing as well, with not only Star Trek episodes under his belt, but feature films as well, including 1996's Star Trek First Contact. Frakes has also directed other sci-fi shows like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and, very appropriately, Orville. Despite Yourself marks Frakes' directorial debut on Star Trek Disco. Maybe that's why the episode was so good.
Long live the Empire!
Long live the Empire.
Number 2, The Scottish Engineer.
Open a channel. Audio only.
Belay that.
When the U.S.S. Discovery has an audio-only exchange with the ISS Cooper, Captain Lorca can't be the one to respond because in this universe, he isn't the ship's captain.
That's me. That's me.
That's absurd.
Instead, Tilly needs to pose as the captain. But after an awkward and poorly improvised back and forth with Cooper's captain, Tilly turns the comms over to Lorca, who poses as the chief engineer. Lorca disguises his voice by using a thick and not very accurate Scottish accent.
How you doing, Captain? Everything squared away here? We've got a wee bit of trouble with the visual emitters and the starboard nacelle, but a bit of tweaking, we'll be good to go.
This is obviously a nod to Commander Scotty, the chief engineer from the original series Enterprise.
Laddie, don't you think you should rephrase that?
Before we get to our top moment, here are some of the best lines from this week's episode.
Asked you to join us, Mr. Tyler. I know it was only a yellow alert. And you talk as little as possible.
That might be a little hard for me. Have you noticed that I talk a lot?
Defy your every instinct.
If you greeted me that way, Connor, I'd cut out your tongue and use it to lick my boots.
Number 1, the U.S.S. Defiant. No, not that Defiant. The Defiant, registry NCC 1764, may be an obscure ship, but it has quite the history in Star Trek lore. First appearing in the original series' classic episode, The Tholian Web, it vanished without a trace. The ship eventually resurfaced 37 real-life years later in the Enterprise episode, In a Mirror Darkly.
The Tholians quantum dated a piece of the hull. The ship is not only from another universe, it's from another time. About 100 years into the future.
Turns out the ship went back through time and jumped into the evil dimension, where Mirror Captain Archer and his crew discovered it and brought it into service for the Terran Empire. The ship is mentioned again in Despite Yourself, and we may even get to see it in person in a future episode. Here's hoping some of the classic uniforms are stowed away somewhere for Michael and Lorca to wear.
I found it in Captain's wardrobe.
These people had some strange ideas about uniforms.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.